Hello and welcome to this quick guide on how to create custom views in Football Manager 2018. And whenever you look through a list of players in this game, if it's during the squad page, the tactics, even for the scouting and so on, you see them sorted in lists like this with the name and a lot of different information. And the information you see depends on what view you have selected in this dropdown. So right now I have the general info, which is like the most basic one with position, nationality, and so on. But you can change this depending on what you're currently interested in. So for example, maybe you are trying to see their current ability potential. You might go for reports, as you can check these things out. Maybe you want to see like which one of your youngsters are very talented and so on. Or you might be planning to pick the team for a game. You might go on selection info, see things like current condition, match fitness, and how they've been doing during the latest games. Of course, it's a fresh save, so my players haven't played any games. That's why it's empty here, and why you can't see like appearances and goals and so on. But yeah, there's a lot of different views, and they have different functionality, and it's with different times you want to look at different views. But you also have an option to create your own costume view, and that's something I always do in every version of Football Manager, because I have like my basic, like these are the information I always like to see about my players. By creating a costume view, I very rarely have to change between the different views here, because I basically put all the information that I use the most in the same view. So to create a costume view, you go here and you select customize current view, and if you do that, it's going to use the one you currently have selected here. Based on that one, it will create a new view. So when you pick this one, you see all the ones. Since I had the general info, everything that was in general info shows up here. The things on the right side is the things that, if I cancel this, the thing you see here. And the thing on the left are things you can add to this. Basically, every single thing that you can get through the different views and so on are available in a list here. And of course, you can see there's so many things, but they are sorted in alphabetic order, which makes it a little bit easier to find. And you can also filter them. So for example, maybe you want to see their fitness levels, since you use this view when you pick your team. And yeah, overall physical condition and match sharpness, I just add it. And after I added it, we won't see anything. And the reason that we don't see anything here is, if you go back to this one, is you can see this list. It's the order that they shows up. And when I added this one, it happened, it got in the last position. And this means that it is here, but it's just like outside, because there's no room left here to see anything else. So I can just go with my mouse here and start dragging this, and then we can see the condition and sharpness it shows up. And of course, you can customize it, keep adding stuff. Maybe, let's see, what do we want? Maybe we want the scouting. We want to keep track of their current ability, and of course the potential, see if we have any future stars. And what else? Maybe a contract. We want to keep track on when their contracts expire, so we know when we want to renew contracts, and so on. You can see it keeps on adding here. And if we want to change things around, we can just select one here and, for example, move up and down. Like, well, contract expiry date is so important for me, so we want it to be like one of the first things we see and so on. Click OK, and we might need to drag it some more to have these show up. And of course, you can drag and try to change, close down how they look and so on. And here we have the contract expiration dates. And this is how you create your own view. And for example, if we move ahead a little bit, I'm going to show you the view I often use. Not saying it's the best one, but it's the one I like. And yeah, this is the view I will start to use during FM18. It's the same one I used in 17. Of course, things might change since FM18 is a new game. Maybe there's going to be some other information that I want to bring forward and so on. And this is just an example, like you shouldn't just copy my view. This is information that I'm usually interested in, not necessarily the same things that you will be looking at. But one last thing when it comes to the views in the screen is when you created a new view, as you can see, mine is called copy of general info. That doesn't say much. So when you create a view that you are actually happy with, you can rename it. You can also delete it if you think like, oh, this was crap, I don't want to have it anymore. But you can just rename your view to something you like. And of course, then you can have different costume views also and change between them down here. And one last thing, there's another place when custom views can be very handy, and that's for scouting. If you look at players here, there can be a lot of players showing up. And also here, you can create custom views, and it works exactly the same. First off, of course, you have some pre-made ones that you can change in between. But yeah, you could consider creating a custom view for the scouting if there's some special information you always want to see here during the scouting screen. For example, I will most likely create a custom view here that allows me to see actual current ability and potential ability and so on, based on the scouting reports I will be getting when I scout these players. But yeah, that's all about custom views in Football Manager 2018. And if you found this guide helpful, please press that subscribe button for more FM18 content, tutorials and other things. So yeah, thank you so much for watching.